Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumanny here, back here on another episode of the Aston Villa Save here on my channel. We're back with another live episode because we are in the January transfer window now. We also have an incredibly stacked January. I probably am not going to show all of these all these games on camera this episode, just because there are 7 of them. And if I was to do that live commed, this episode will genuinely take us about 12 hours to get through. I may even cut it down and do half of this episode live and then half post-com. I may do some post-com while we're doing some. I'll let you guys will know by the time the video comes out. What we will do is we will do our first transfer stuff. Forest game, we'll do the FA Cup game against Wrexham and definitely the Wolves game, and then from there we will decide where we're going to go forward with what we're going to do with the rest of the season. Transfer wise, looking at the team, there were a couple of areas. I think I wanted to get another fullback in because I feel like we're a little bit short at fullback. I was somewhere else I was looking, I don't remember. If we can get a good deal, I may try and bring in another winger. I have to be honest with you guys, if I get offers in for Kevin Danso, I probably will look to move him on. I know a lot of you said he's like one of the top prospects on the game. I'm just not getting on with him. That's just the case of what it is. But yeah, besides from that, I'm not going to be actively looking to do too much business, because I want to try and get a couple youth lads through as well, like we have been doing with Price recently. Maybe get Baron Shea a couple more games. I would really like a youth prospect fullback that's like a 65-ish that we could just like slot in here or there. But that would be an ideal world. Besides from them then, it will be mostly seeing if we get any offers in for any of our players. But yeah, not much else to talk about though. We've got a nice graphic here though. 12 assists in 17 matches now for Xavi Simons, 6 goals as well. Let's take a look at the stats actually, because I haven't done one of these on camera for a while. Who's our top appearance maker is obviously Mr. Reliable himself, Ollie Watkins. 22 goals, 11 assists so far this season, so contributing well. Ansu Fati up to double figures in goals now. 10 in the Premier League, 1 in the Europa League, 11 and 8 across all competitions, 10 and 16 for Xavi Simons in all competitions, which is nice. Koku popping up with 6 is pretty huge as well. Jackson Price right up there with his 6. Obviously got 4 in one game in the Europa League, so slightly inflated stats. 4 for Kevin Danso, all from corners. John Duran's got himself 4. Leon Bailey lagging behind a bit with only 4 and 9. Reo Tate doing well in only 7 games, getting 4 and 3. So a goal contribution a game from him. Doughty's actually, oh no, that was in friendlies. It doesn't count, sorry Alfie. Does have 2 assists for us though. And Buemo is not quite having the impact I was hoping. Only 2 goals for us so far, 7 assists. We have a swap deal coming in from City for Emi Martinez. They want to swap us Mateo Kovacic for Emi Martinez. I'm not interested in Mateo Kovacic if I'm honest. I think we also have one from Leverkusen there. I don't really want to let Emi go if I'm honest. Go Rico Lewis plus 50. What is going on with the numbers? Rico Lewis plus 15 and see what he says. That's too much, which is fine because I don't really want to let him go. 31 from Leverkusen. It's not, and it's going to have to be a really high offer. I know he's 33. We may even look for a new younger keeper at some point, but I feel like it's not that big a deal not having. How have we not got a player in Player of the Month? Right, we are at the first game of this episode against Forest. We do have a press conference. I'm going to do a press conference because obviously we don't do a lot of them anymore. So let's get that done. and then we will go into the game. Hi guys, welcome to the press conference. Let's get this underway. 19 games down and you find yourself undefeated in the league. Is this a record that you'll be hoping to maintain and hold at the end of the season? We've got some tough runs coming up. We're under no illusion of that fact. We know it's not going to be easy, and I honestly wouldn't say that being undefeated is even something that factors into our thinking day to day. We just want to get 3 points out of as many results and as many games as we can. We want good performances along the way. Those are the two things that we're really focusing on. If that ends up with us being undefeated for XYZ amount of time, then that's great. Obviously, that's a good benefit, but it's not something that really factors into our thinking heavily. We just want to perform. Obviously, leading the league, like you say, it's a great thing for us. It's an exciting time to be an Aston Villa fan, I would say. But yeah, I wouldn't say our focus is mainly on the undefeated streak. You mentioned it there, but with the run that you're on and the form that you're in, do you think your team has what it takes to walk away as Premier League champions to come the end of the season? It's a very competitive league, and yes, we've had a very good run up until this point. It's nice to be in such a strong position at this point throughout the season, but we just have to keep our heads switched on, I would say, and we have to keep our focus on the prize, which is inevitably finishing the season where we currently are now. I don't think we're looking past anybody. Every match now for us is a cup final. We want to win every single game towards the end of the season to give ourselves the best chance. We've put ourselves in a very good position, and we're going to do everything we can to see it through. Do you foresee any big transfer dealings going on at Aston Villa, considering where you currently are in the table? Every manager across world football knows that when it comes to January, it's tough to really get those impactful signings that you think will change your team and really push you on towards the end of the season. I'm very happy with the squad that we have. I think you can see throughout the squad all the boys are contributing, all the boys are getting minutes on the pitch because we're in multiple competitions, and everyone's helping us push forward right now. So we'll always be open to a deal if there's one to be done, but I think we're not maybe as focused on the transfer sides of January as we are on the game side. Thanks, guys. We do have our strongest lineup coming into this one. I know it's annoying when I talk over the commentators when they're saying stuff as well, but hopefully it won't be too jarring for you guys. Yeah, we do have our strongest lineup. I'm probably going to rotate for the FA Cup game just because, obviously, we don't really need a cup run. It would be nice if we could get one organically, but we're not pushing for one so far this season with things going the way that they are in the league at the moment. So like I say, we do have our strongest lineup out there. So that is Emi Martinez in goal. Back four, Wagnerman, Bissek, Torres, Doughty, Koku, Kamara, Xavi Simons, Mbeumo, Watkins, and Fati. I did forget that I actually swapped Mbeumo in just because Bailey were a little bit tired. Let's look at their team. Don't know who that goalkeeper is. Baku Milinkovic. Yeah, can't say that. Samaka up top. Still got Gibbs White at the top with Jota Silva on the wings as well. Let's see if we can keep our top tier home form. Not home form, league form. Carlos Miguel sends it long. Kamara should get there and does. Xavi Simons picks it up. Mbeumo. Round one. Almost round two. Wagner will pick it up. Watkins, and a nice little pass across from Josh Wagnerman, who's becoming very dangerous in those areas now. Passes it across and finds Mr. Reliable in the middle. 23rd goal of the season, I think, for Ollie Watkins for us. Got a little bit lucky to win it back, but once Wagnerman's in that position, he's so dangerous at finding Ollie Watkins. Defence hadn't picked him up. They were kind of holding their line, but not holding on. The players are actually in the box. We will get ourselves a 1-0 lead. Kamara's going to take it, get out wide to give us a passing option. Koku into Watkins. He finds Simons. Oh, Simons overcooked that pass really badly there. Almost a good one too. We are throwing attack after attack at Forest right now, but they are hanging in there a bit. Obviously having conceded one, but they are still about in the game. Gibbs White again doing that annoying roll, but does get stopped. Good ball from Koku here, gets us moving quickly forward with Ansu Fati. He finds Ollie Watkins, who gets away from his man. There's a defensive mistake from the two centre-backs. They run into each other, and Ollie Watkins is going to get himself and us a second goal. A little bit of security there as well. Got a bit lucky with the defensive mistake, the centre-backs running into each other there. And Ollie Watkins then has the space of Villa Park to go and slam one in the back of the net to give us our second goal and his second goal. Hudson-Odoi has it here. He's going to go for the big switch to Jota Silva. It's a good switch as well. Gamaka's going to shoot from range. Emi Martinez going to parry it straight to Jota Silva. And out of nowhere, really, out of a nothing mistake from us, it is a goal for Forest to put them back in there. Poor goalkeeping from Emi Martinez. Poor defending from Alfie Doughty to not get there first. And a poor giveaway as well from us to basically give them the opportunity to get back in the game. There's so much space for the attackers. And there's a third goal. I don't know what the Forest defence are doing, but they are leaving so much space for our attackers to move around in the box. Like, we're able to pass into the box pretty much freely. Not that I'm complaining, because it's meaning we'll be able to carve out goals. I mean, easy ball into Xavi Simons. Then you can see there, the centre-back comes across to Ollie Watkins. The full-back doesn't track the runner in Mbeumo. And then Mbeumo then has a one-on-one with the keeper already going the wrong way. And we get another goal for ourselves. But Xavi Simons, as he was running in, just gets body blocked. Wagnerman should be there for that, and is. If he can play that down the wing, then Mbeumo has all the space on this wing. Ansu Fati through on goal, hits the post. Oh, luckily comes back to Ansu Fati though, and there is the fourth that we were asking for, and hopefully that should wrap up all 3 points for us, keeping us undefeated in the league, I'm pretty sure. But nice move from us again. We win the ball back, and the wing is completely open. Play it across nicely. Ansu Fati does admittedly get very lucky to get that ball back off of the post, but does finish off the second opportunity. 4-1. We are rolling. If we could get more, I definitely won't complain.
Morgan Gibbs White.
Kamara tackling 3 players there by himself pretty much. Watkins going to hold this one up. Find Koku. He rolls through Mbeumo. That's a great ball. Milinkovic just gets there as I was about to try and pull the trigger. Bisek holds off Skamaka to win the header. Koku into Xavi Simons. He'll find Watkins, and Watkins for the hat-trick. Makes it 5-1, and that is 100% 3 points in the bag. Not going to over-commentate on it. It's 5-1.
News of a penalty.
Here goes Ansu Fati, absolutely blazing past Baku there. Into Xavi Simons. He rolls, and that will be 6. Like I said, no commentary needed. Aston Villa are flying this season. Absolutely flying.
Well, if we take another look, he just glides.
Poor from Rida Baku, to be fair, though, you do have to say. Xavi Simons. Nice to get Xavi on the goals on the score sheet when we can. Like I said, maybe not had the goal contributions I was expecting for an 80 mil player, but it's, I would say, solidly creeping up there. Definitely. The thing that's interesting about Xavi Simons is he's definitely changed our play style to be a lot more solid going forward. I don't know if he's had the impact of maybe Koku, but I think Koku then also had a bigger role to play in filling that midfield than Xavi Simons. So I think it's maybe unfair to compare the two. Skamapa. Oh my god, I just did it again. Skamaka. gets the ball. There you go, 3-0. 3-0? Oh my god. Let me try that again. Hold on. There we go, 6-1, 3 points. There's not really even much to say. Like I said, Forest had their points where they looked like they were going to threaten us, but it was pretty much complete domination from us towards the end of the game. 6-1, nice result. Yeah, not much to say. Let's move on. So that now gives us a 16-point lead over Liverpool in second. Still the only undefeated team in the league at the moment. I have to say that I'm quite surprised by how well things are going for us. I knew we were going to have a better season. I thought we'd be in top 4. But to be 20 games in and not have lost a game yet, that is pretty mental for us. Obviously, it only takes 1 or 2 injuries and things could change, but you have to take what you can. Ananda's happy to be back in the lineup. It's all good, mate. You're welcome. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy to me. There is one thing that massively has upset me with career mode, because I was trying to find some pre-contract signings that we could make, and as it happens, you can't actually do that anymore. You can't make any sort of pre-contract signing at all. So Deo Upamecano, Edison, who else was it? I think it was Edison, the other Edison as well. This one, they all have their contracts expiring going into January. So did Frankie de Jong and Julian Brandt as well. And I was trying to negotiate with them, only to find that the tab is gone. You literally cannot negotiate pre-contracts anymore, which is really upsetting, because I was really looking forward to trying to sign a couple pre-contract players. But yeah, not possible anymore. So no more pre-contract signings. A lot of offers coming in for Emi Martinez this window so far. Bayern now want to buy him as well, 31 million. I just don't want to let him go in January unless it's a ridiculous offer. This is an interesting one though. Palace coming in for Stanisic. Not going to let him go on the cheap, because I actually do like Stanisic, but we will negotiate terms and see how high they're willing to come up. Ridiculously windy today. They're not willing to come up to 25, so we will hold on to Stanisic. Alright, here we are. FA Cup game against Wrexham. I can't remember what their home stadium is called, to be fair. I think is it the racecourse? Maybe the racecourse. If it is, good on me. If it isn't, I apologise to any Wrexham fans watching. We will do our best with the rotated side. Let's look at the team. They have still got Paul Mullen up top. Not a lot of other players that I know. Luke Bolton, obviously, I know. Rathbone, Lee, Dobson, anyone else? Still got James McClain, Ollie Palmer, Gordon Davis. A couple of recognisable names. It should be a game that our rotational lads should be able to win. Back five is going to make it a bit tougher. Problem is with the rotational lads is any time we have used them, they've failed to step up to the plate, really. But these aren't going to be the games where they try and earn themselves a start. Ian Matson, Kevin Danso, Onana are the ones for sure that should be looking to try and have big impact on these games. But yeah, anyway, it's going to stop rambling. Let's get into this game against Wrexham, see what we can do. Early win from Ray Hatate there. Philogene somehow left the ball behind. Hatate finds John Duran. One-on-one. John Duran, you've got to be scoring those, man. He'll find Duran. Hatate. Philogene, around his man, finds Price. And that's how it goes. We should have put away probably 3 already, but this time it's a good ball across the box from Jaden Philogene. Finds Jackson Price in the middle by himself. Oh, they were. I think they might have been on the other side of the field, our fans. Couldn't see where they were. But yeah, 1-0 up for us. We need more, though. He can go round his man, and does. Gets blocked out. Duran will make it 2. Philogene did well there to hold on to the ball for long enough. Rolls it back to John Duran. And John Duran will make up for his earlier miss with a goal. Did I get us on the right side for our fans this time? With a pin on, it didn't show them. Are they at the other end of the field? Oh, they're at the other end. Okay, it's fine. They couldn't be a part of it anyway. Cash to find Adu. Oh, that ball goes all the way across the Price, which I wasn't expecting. Matson into Adu. Adu shapes around his man. Finds John Duran. John Duran finally, after all this time, does put a goal away. Is that his second goal? He should literally have 4 now, but unfortunately he hasn't managed to finish a lot of them. He had to be very patient on the ball there. Should be in on there, but not quite. Mullin. Pass it straight to Anana. Hatate finds the ball to Adu. Can Adu find the ball to Price? Can Price get his second? Yes, he can. 4-0. Jackson Price with 2. Good assist from Adu there as well, as he picked up the ball and just chipped it over nicely. That woman there was walking on air. Don't know how she did that. There's a witch in the stands. Get her out. Can we keep a clean sheet? We can. It will be a 4-0 win for us. We will advance in the FA Cup. Like I say, it's something that we expect to do. We've been a little bit shaky with the rotational boys, which is where the doubt came in, but no doubt this time. So away at Wolves this time after our big FA Cup win. Should be an interesting game. Wolves are struggling a bit, I believe, this season. We have already played them once, and I think we beat them pretty handedly last time we played them. It's one of those things again. Wolves are one of those teams for us, a bit like Forest. They'll either show up and give us a really tough game, or they won't show up at all and we'll brush them aside. Pablo Sarabia last time we played them was an absolute pain in my ass, and every time we got the ball I just could not tackle him. So in goal we will eventually find out. We've got Trubin in goal, Hickey, Bueno, Lascelles, it's Parisi, João Gomez, Lamina, Sarabia, Rodrigo Gomez, Skov Olsen, Hugo Duro up top. We have got our strongest lineup available to this one, because obviously because obviously we rotated our whole team last time out pretty much. So everyone's got fitness and should be ready to play in this one. Let's see how we step into this one against Wolves. Pretty much through. Hugo Duro's going to pick that up into Sarabia. Good save from Emi Martinez. Haven't somehow managed to get a single tackle in there. Another big save from Emi Martinez. He'll find the ball to Wagnerman. Back to Watkins. Going to curl one. Good save from Trubin. We have to cross this one. Not quite the options that we usually have. Watkins should win that to Leon Bailey. Oh my God, Lascelles. What a tackle from Jamal Lascelles there. Finds Doughty. Levy. There's Watkins. Good ball to Leon Bailey. And there we go. It's taken us a little while to get it, but we do eventually knock the ball around enough, find another chance to go one-on-one with the keeper, and this one is finished off very nicely. Like I said, it took us a little while. Didn't look like we were going to get one at all for a minute there. Trubin putting out all kinds of saves, but eventually we do manage to roll through Leon Bailey. Good little bit of acceleration to get away from the cells this time, and then we do tuck it away. Very nicely done by the boys there. Koku wins that. Watkins, what is that touch? Ollie Watkins with a horrendous touch there. There's Kamara, finds the ball to Matson, into Ansu Fati, rolls in, Ollie Watkins, gets away from his man. It's a huge save from Trubin. Oh my goodness, how is it that we haven't got ourselves a second goal yet in this game? I actually can't believe it.
Can someone get on the end of this? And the danger's still on.
Koku, there it is. We finally wrap up all 3 points. Jesus Christ, it's taken a little while, but Koku is the man to finally give us the guaranteed 3 points. I'm not watching the over-the-top celebration. Though it feels great to finally get the points and pretty much wrap up the win, or finally get the goal, sorry, and pretty much wrap up the win. It's not that dramatic because we've pretty much controlled the whole game. So yeah, I think that's unnecessary. There it is. We do walk away with a 2-0 win, still undefeated in the league. Wolves gave us a tough game there, were very difficult to break down. We're trying to hit us on the counter. After the first couple of minutes though, they didn't really manage to do much. So we're not going to oversell it too much. But a nice, resilient win from us there. Pretty dominant overall again, 62%, 15 shots to 5. 3 points again. Somehow Jackson Price has been added to Team of the Week. I'm not really sure how, because he didn't play in the league, I'm almost certain. He played in the FA Cup. So I don't know how he's in there, but he is in there, so that's something, I guess. Gap at the top stays the same, still undefeated, which is obviously very nice. I don't think we have any of the top 6 until next month well, we know we don't this month. Interesting one here, Saudi Arabia coming in for John Duran for 20 million. Al Ittihad. If we can push them up a little bit, I wouldn't be fully against letting John go and bringing in someone else. I'm going to ask for 28. They're not willing to come up to 28, so that'll be the end of that. The board are apparently unhappy with me. I think it's purely because I haven't actually hit any of this stuff, but at the minute we're on track to win the title and we're doing well in the FA Cup at the moment. I might just go and sign 3 South American players, like cheap ones or something. AC Milan coming in for Emi Martinez. Like I said, I'm not willing to let him go in January because that just leaves us with too much of a job of finding a player to replace him. I am contemplating quick simming this Burnley game. What's fitness wise? What are we saying? Ansu Fati's still quite tired. I might quick sim it anyway, realistically. So let's take a look. We do handle Burnley very handedly in the sim. Is it a hat trick? No, it's 2 for Ansu Fati, 1 for Watkins, 1 for Leon Bailey in a 4-0 win over Burnley. Pretty much dominated the game as we have been anyway. Still a 16-point gap at the top. Arsenal now have overtaken Liverpool. City are now back in it after I said they were struggling a bit. My job is at risk, allegedly, at Aston Villa. We've got a whole... Well, where did all of these come from? Because these were not here a minute ago. We've got a whole bunch of transfer offers coming in. So let's take a look at those. No way are we even contemplating letting Ollie Watkins go anywhere. Definitely not for Son. No for that. Ian Matson, we do have an offer in, 46 million from Girona. I will negotiate for Matson. I do like Matson as a player, but if we can get towards that 80 million tag that they're saying that I can, I'll definitely have a look into it. I'm going to go 75. They're not interested, so we will keep Ian Matson around here. It said I could get up to 85 million, so got 4 players in the Team of the Week this time. Pau Torres, Bissek, Wagnerman and Martinez, which is nice to see. Transfer offer in here for Rio Hatate from Chelsea, which is interesting. Not a player I expected to be letting go in this window. Doesn't play regular first team football for us. No, they're not willing to come up to 18. Maybe I've selected way too difficult negotiations on this because no team is willing to negotiate at all. Right, we are at our Europa League game here. I probably am going to have to sign 3 South Americans because I think that glitch is actually a thing again where I'm going to get sacked because I haven't done what they've asked me to do. It's stupid because our biggest success is obviously the domestic success, which I literally can't complete yet because it's not the end of the season. Right, here we are, Europa League game up against Rio Ave. We are away for this one. We have struggled in a couple Europa League games this season. We dominated very early on, then I think Besiktas maybe? They gave us a really tough game. Yeah, it was Besiktas because it was Rafa. He gave us a really tough game. And I think we lost one, which I can't remember who that was against. But yeah, hopefully we won't do that in this one. Don't know a lot of their players. They are playing the 3-4-3 there. But like I said, I just don't know a lot of Rio Ave's players. It's not a team that I really don't want to slip in the Europa League if possible, because I do want to also try and win the Europa League as well as contending or going for the win in the Premier League as well. Like I say, strong team for us, only Price and Mbuemo being rotated into the squad. Not a wet night, so hopefully that means we can play our football a bit better, because we've had a lot of wet games at the moment. Cuts inside, finds Ollie Watkins. He can hold on to a shift and give us the 1-0 lead within the first 4 minutes of the game. Very quick start from us there, putting the pressure on very early. Burmo finds Xavi Simons, and he is through, and that is 2 for us now. Xavi Simons giving us our second. 10 minutes after our first. Good little counter attack from us again, winning the ball back, from moving the ball quickly and carving through teams that try and sit in a bit more. That's a risky ball with Ollie Watkins in the area. He will find it down to Jackson Price. He'll reverse it to Ollie Watkins. Very risky play from Rio Ave there, and we have punished them for that risky play as well. That will give us 3-0. And it looks like we've almost wrapped up the game in the first half, to be honest. Well, you can see we always have that diamond in the middle. Jackson Price chips it over the keeper beautifully, does Jackson Price. 4-0. It is literally a 3v3. And that's going to make it 5-0. Maybe you will see a lot more of me, but just highlights. There you go. It is a 5-0 first half. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to sim to the end on this one, because I don't think much else is going to happen. We do get one more goal with Price. He gets 2. They do score 1, so we don't get a clean sheet, but it is what it is. They only have 1 chance to score it. We have 14. Score 6. Nice points for us on the board there. Another offer in for our keepers that we just cannot get rid of. It's a loan to buy. I will negotiate on this, because I definitely would not be against letting him go. 1.7 future fee. I'm happy with that. Hopefully he will agree to that, and he can go out on loan and get bought if he performs, which he hopefully should. Even with that 6-1, that doesn't see us hopping up the table at all. We are still level on points with Besiktas. 1 point behind both Atalanta and AC Milan. Fenerbahce are top, undefeated at the moment. We're actually undefeated, but we have 2 draws to our name, which is where we slipped down. Our draws against Besiktas. I can't remember who the other one's against. We're going to have to go and check. Yeah, but Fenerbahce have not got a loss, only 1 draw to their name as well. So it's looking like it may be tough for us to even finish top. I'm just going to finish off the month. It may be a long video, but I hope you guys don't mind that, basically. Nothing happened in the interim, so we will be going into the Palace game next up, so I'll see you in it. Away at... what is Crystal Palace's home stadium called? Selhurst Park. Why did I forget that? I was thinking of the Palace, but no, that's not even a thing. I just made that up in my head. So Dean Henderson in goal. I can't say his name. Gehi, Richards, Lacroix, Santiago Jimenez, Adai, and Insigne. I actually don't have... It was a thief actually last time. A thief gave me real big troubles when he came on the pitch. Kept breaking away. Very pacey backline for them as well, with Lacroix and Chris Richards in there. Gehi no slouch himself either, so it's going to be difficult to get away from them. We'll have to see if their fullbacks decide to push up and we can get that 3v3 that we get so often against 5 backs. or if they sit in, that's going to make things a bit tougher for us, but we'll hopefully still be able to get something out of it.
It needs an accurate cross.
Koku, what's opening up for him? You know he's going to hit it if he gets the opportunity. It's a good save by Dean Henderson. Good ball to Leon Bailey, pokes it in. No, he's offside. It's another quick start from us, but unfortunately it looks like he's been caught offside. How far off is he? Oh, he's only just a toe offside. Strikes one. This is another save down to his side. Oh, big mistake here. Ollie Watkins gets it. Oh, it's come off both posts. There's no way. Ollie Watkins thought he had a 100% chance of scoring that there, but it's come off the inside of both posts. Ollie Watkins again with another chance round Gahey, and this time does tuck this one away. Oh my goodness. Absolutely flying out the box at Crystal Palace, but could not tuck one away. I still haven't got past that, hitting both the insides of the post and coming back out, but then we do get the second attack. Xavi Simons lays it into Ollie Watkins. Gahey can't get back across, and it's a good finish to that side that Dean Henderson loves making saves on, apparently. 1-0, 12 minutes in. Good start from us again. Exactly how we want to keep going. Jimenez up against the pitbull himself, Koku. Jimenez does pass it away from him, and that's a very good switch ball to find Lorenzo Insigne. Wagnerman was chasing back. Why is Wagnerman run over there? Good tackle. There he is again. Bissek is being a rock at the back for us at the moment. Good counter here. Lacroix is coming back though. Oh, Dean Henderson didn't commit to it. What has Dean Henderson done there? Lacroix does come out and get the foot to the ball to knock it away from Xavi Simons. But Dean Henderson doesn't commit to coming to gather the ball or clearing it. Starts coming, then goes back into net. You can see here, Lacroix with a little foot to it. Dean Henderson then second guesses himself, tries to go back in net, and it's a free shot for Xavi Simons to make it 2-0. Big blunder from the ex-Manchester United man there. Good work from Bissek once again, being absolutely massive at the back for us so far. Watkins. Oh, it's 3, and it's a great bit of play again. Koku with a little chip over the top, finds Ollie Watkins. Great little touchdown. Take it in his stride, puts it away. It is pretty simple football for us right now, and we are absolutely rolling in the Premier League, rolling over every opposition that we're playing against. 3-0. Big lead in the first half. Bar a complete fall apart. It's feeling like 3 points are coming our way once again. Leon Bailey bursting through. Gets the space. Oh my goodness. The football is flowing. We are absolutely flying here, ladies and gentlemen. It is incredible football from the villains. My God, what is happening? It's absolutely insane. Great ball out to the wing as well to find Leon Bailey. He'll find Xavi Simons. He'll roll it through to Ollie Watkins, and Ollie Watkins is going to get taken out by Mark Gahey and get the penalty. How's that not a red? That's a clear goal scoring opportunity.
I think he's got it right. A penalty and a yellow card.
It's a clear goal scoring opportunity, that's all I'm saying. Ollie Watkins step up for the penalty up against Dean Henderson. Going to go to the left hand side, and that is going to be a hat trick for Ollie Watkins. And as I said, if we did make it 5-0, I would sim to the end of the game, and because we have made it 5-0, we don't really need to play anymore, so we will sim to the end. It's going to finish 6-0 with Ollie Watkins getting 4 for himself in this game. Not a single shot on target or at all for Crystal Palace in this game. 24 and 14 for us. Absolute domination. Now an 18-point gap at the top of the table for us. We're running away with the league right now. It's insane to say so, but we are running away with the league. Bar a huge fall apart, it's looking likely that we're going to be Premier League champions. Napoli coming in for Ollie Watkins, but obviously, like I've said before, he is not going anywhere at the moment, so he will straight out reject that. We do have 1 game left in 3 days up against Olympiacos. I think that might be our last... Is that our last European game of the group stage? I think it is. Yeah, it will be. So we do have our last European game of the group stage coming up in 3 days. So we'll find out where we definitely finish. So let's get to that. Joe Gauci will be going on a 6-month loan deal, hopefully getting signed at the end of it to Fulham. So that'll be nice for him. Hopefully, like I said, it will mean that come at the end of the season, he will be leaving. But we don't know for sure at the moment. Do have youth scout updates to do as well. I'm probably going to cut this down a lot. I will just keep it filming for now, but I will cut it down a lot. So here we now have a big decision. I think I want to call up the right back for sure. Do we have space for Ohonyaboa? No, so we will check to see if we can do anything here. Joshua Adu. There is a high likelihood that I'm going to call this guy straight up, because I was just saying I want a youth player that can play at fullback, that we can rotate in and out of the team, and he would probably be a big prospect for us. There's no one really here that I want to get rid of either, which is a bit of a problem because I do want to call up that other guy right now. And then we will also bring up Ohonyaboa. So Sadami will have to wait for now because we just don't have the space to bring him up. So let's take a look at Ohonyaboa, 17 years old. A lot of power, a lot of play styles on him at the moment as well. He's got Force 9+, Advanced Forward Plus. Not the quickest overall, decent pace, good strength as well. Only 5'6" is the only issue I have with him. Might make it difficult for him to play down the middle. Good ball control, finishing, headering accuracy are all decent as well. It does have power shot, technical, rapid and long throw. He kind of, to me, it's not something I do too often, but to me for sure, he looks way more like a winger in the stats that he has. I don't think he'll play for me as a striker because of him being so small, so I'm going to try and train him. So he doesn't have any potential tag. Currently is 64 rated, 5'10". Does have quick step. Can play full back and wing back plus. Good pace on him, balance, stamina's pretty good. Strength definitely needs some training. Ball control, crossing, dribbling's decent. Stand tackle's not bad. Definitely needs some training. Not by any stretch of the imagination is he a starter for us, but I think what I might do is put him on. It's tough, right? Because I want him to play as a wing back, but I want to try. I might. Do I leave him on basic? What's his fullback training? 17 weeks, 19 weeks. I definitely want to get his defending up. Another offer coming in here for Ollie Watkins. They want to give us Rabiot. It's just not going to happen. He's just not going anywhere. Alright, last game of the episode. Last game of the Europa League phase for us as well. Do have a press conference to do that. I'll do off camera. Then we'll get into it. Last year, because it just takes too long. So El Carbi up top. Pep Biel, Velda, João Pedro, Danny Garcia, Stemenich. There we go. I got those. Ortega, Retsos, Carmo, Rodney, and Pashalakis in goal. Looks like a 4-2-3-1, same as not same as us. Sorry, 4-2-3-1 as well. My brain is melting. I apologise, guys. Mbuemo. It's John Duran. Back to Mbuemo. John Duran's got on the wing, which isn't really where we want John Duran at the moment. Koku. So strike one's going to fall Jackson Price, and there he is, the young man, the breakout star of the Aston Villa side, puts away another goal. Questionable defending, you would have to say, how Jackson Price got free there. Good save from the Koku shot by the keeper. They gave him way too much space on the edge. Good save from the keeper, but where is the fullback that's meant to be on Jackson Price? He just gets a free one to tuck it away. And the young man has another goal for himself this season, showing up huge so far. Keep doing these big touches inside. It's really annoying because I can't quite get across to them. Xavi Simons, that is a great finish from Xavi Simons there. 2-0 for us now. Inside his man, and off he goes.
Allowing space, and he's finding it.
Poor defending from Olympiacos in the end there. Finds Xavi Simons, and that is 3. And you would have to say, probably 3 points as well. Hopefully, some of the teams around us will slip up, and we will be able to find ourselves much higher up the table by the end of this game. Pau Torres, but he hammers it into the side netting. That is 3 points. Olympiacos are obviously livid because I'm pretty sure they're out. Guaranteed. They may have already been out before this game. But we need to now see what the teams around us did. Can we see any of them there? Besiktas drew. Milan won, so they'll stay above us. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. We do actually finish second, so that is pretty huge for us in the end. Look at that goal difference. Absolutely ridiculous goal difference for us. Unfortunately, those 2 draws do steal top spot away from us. Milan beating us to it by 1 point. They did actually lose, but they won all their other games. So, yeah, we are through to the next round. We don't have to face the playoff, but yeah, that is it for games in this episode. We do actually win every single game in this episode, all 7 wins. That is a pretty huge month for us overall in January. We do need to probably try and sign 3 South Americans. The problem is, if we don't have anyone leave, then we're not going to be able to sign any South Americans because we don't have the squad space, basically. Emi Buendia has been approached by Crystal Palace. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything to try and keep him here, so he probably will be leaving us. Emi Buendia will be leaving us to join Crystal Palace next season, so it wasn't a player that was going to get any more playtime than what he's getting. We do have a transfer offer in here for Amadou Onana from Chelsea. Amadou is a player... He's an interesting one for me because I prefer Boubacar Kamara. But I do appreciate that Amadou is a good player and probably wants to play more. I'm going to ask for 60 though. Young lad Crespo that we just got will be going out on loan to Saudi Arabia, I believe it is. Offering from Girona for Alfie Doughty. I will negotiate. I don't really want to let him go. I'm almost certain that when I come into negotiations, the team's just going to walk out anyway. So I'm going to ask for what I wanted to ask for. They'll probably leave. Oh, they're actually going to negotiate. It's going to have to be at least 30k to get Alfie Doughty. They're not willing to come up to the 35 that I was asking, so that would be the end of that. I don't think anything in terms of actual signings for us is going to happen. I know I was talking about a couple of things, but I don't foresee any reason that we should need to make any signings. Morgan Rogers offering from Brighton here. Morgan Rogers hasn't been playing for us recently. He's one of those weird players though where he's got a lot of potential, so that's kind of what is making me want to keep him around, but he hasn't lived up to it so far, I would say. If we can get 28,500, I would debate letting him go. They're not going to come up to 28, they only want to go 26, so he will be staying for now. Only 2 hours left, so I can't foresee anything else happening, to be honest. Probably be some stupid deal after the window's closed. We got a last minute offer for Philogene here, which I'm just going to reject because it won't go through anyway, because not enough time left. And yeah, that will be it for our January episode. Very long episode, I know that for a fact. And Bissek. Oh, wow. So Bissek, Watkins, Simon and Koku. So 4 Aston Villa players are up for Player of the Month. So I'm almost certain that will mean that we won't win it. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode anyway. We finished things 18 points clear at the top of the table. Got 5 games in the next episode with a cup game against Aston. Not Aston Villa, we are Aston Villa. Southampton, a couple of tough games in there as well. They're all pretty tough games. Brentford is probably the only one that we should be winning. Spurs, United and Chelsea, they're definitely going to require some concentration, so I will be in my full lean forward mode. We will get a draw for our next round of the Europa League as well once the playoffs are played. But that's going to be it for us in this one. Please like, subscribe, turn the notification bell to get notified when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.